All right, next. Now, this is one that's a little bit more of a confirmation. Took me a while to confirm this, and I wanted to wait till I officially confirm this. But there were some photos of Johnny that were circulating the other day, and people were debating, is this actually him or not? Because some people thought, oh no, this is somebody else, or they thought it was from before. So this was actually from about 2 days ago, roughly, plus or minus 2 days ago. So this is Johnny out here on the streets in Seoul. I told you he was wearing a hoodie, but he's got that MAGA hat on now. He thinks that that's going to save him, or like Trump's going to bail him out. He's not. Trust me. Trump is not bailing him out. But that said, this was Johnny out and about in Seoul. Now, this was followed by a different day, and this is about 24 hours-ish ago, where Johnny Somali posted this on TikTok, right? So Johnny Somali had this post on TikTok. And let me play this. Okay, and it reads, I am influencing the youth of Korea. I am a freedom fighter for freedom of speech and expression and a role model to these children. Let's play the tape here.
Hey, Johnny Somali! Johnny Somali! Johnny Somali! Johnny Somali! I'm influencing the youth! Yeah! Let's go! Hey, see you later. Let's go. Hey, what's up, man? Hey. Yeah! Shout out to kids, man! I love you guys.
Notice how the children are taller than him, right? Notice how the children are all taller than him. Like, and these are actual children. Okay, well, so.
I love you guys. Hey, man, I'm teaching you. Hey, please. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, I love Korea. Shout out to you. I'll see you later. Hey. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. I love the kids, man. I love the kids. No pedo shit. I love the kids, man. See y'all later, man.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. I'm not believing that last part, by the way. But you've got Johnny here, who also posted this tag. So he actually took that video and then he updated this tag, which read, show this to the judge and prosecutor. There will always be new Johnny Somalis, even when I leave. Hashtag Johnny Somali, hashtag Seoul, hashtag Korea. So making threats to the judge and prosecutor that there's going to be copycat crimes, including, by the way, sexual threats to children, bombs, a bomb threat, terrorism, blackmail, insults, assault, drug charges, obstruction of business, deepfakes, and more to come. That there's going to be other people perpetrating this in a terrorist cell in Seoul. That's a very good message to tell the judge and prosecutor. I'm sure the judge and prosecutor will look very kindly on that. Very kindly on that. All right. So we've got Johnny Somali and the updates for Johnny Somali here, right? So this is the 11/26 update. So here's the new news. First of all, so after he did all that, his TikTok was banned. And yes, I enlarged the logo because I kind of cropped out the logo in the corner here. So I added the logo and enlarged it, but everything else is real about this. So this is actually Johnny Somali's TikTok that is pulled up, TikTok/@Johnny Somali. It is banned. So after he posted the kids thing, after he threatened the prosecutors, after he threatened the judge, he was banned. He was banned. Now, real quick, remember what Johnny said. Now, I want to give you guys a reminder that Johnny made certain threats related to this. And I know you guys seen the video, but let's watch it one more time. Okay?
I swear to God, if they ban this TikTok, I'll go back to the statue tomorrow. Wallahi, they banned this TikTok. I'll go to the statue tomorrow. No. They don't you guys record this? Hello. Record this, please. Nigga, I got a Korean shit right here. You think I left? I'm in Korea right now. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I hope someone get me.
So Johnny said he's going to the statue. So we had this TikTok getting banned. What's next? Instagram. So this was, I think this was posted by DJ News, but this is pretty much a report. So people are now reporting his Instagram, right? And now coming over and turning that down to support. And this is just one of the support emails. Instagram account Johnny Somail is owned by Ramsey Khalid Ismael, known as Johnny Somail. He's famous for going abroad and spreading terrorist hate speech while promoting degeneracy and committing unlawful acts. Shouldn't be allowed a platform to promote his sick behavior. How does he still have an Instagram? It's a bad image for Instagram to allow this person to voice his antics. Please look at and take appropriate action. Here's an NBC News article, then link below is right there. So people are now reporting his Instagram, which is one of the few social media outlets he's got. Most of them have been nuked at this point. The only one he's really got is Rumble. And even that, he's deleted a lot from. He's trying to hide information off his Rumble. Although, don't worry, we got it all, Johnny. We got it all. We got all the good stuff. So, after my stroll at the police station, I happened to hear a word from a little bird. Now, there's a lot of people that don't like Johnny. There are tens of thousands of government workers in Seoul, right? There's tons of police officers. There's judges. There's prosecutors. There's a lot of people. Some of them know about Johnny. Some of them have seen the videos, right? And on a completely unrelated note, I found out a lot of information about his trial status. On a completely unrelated note. Okay, you ready? Last Monday, Ramsey Khalid Ismael updated his address and requested a public defender. The prosecutor assigned to his trial, they've been assigned, they have a over 90% win rate, and he's charged with obstruction. And the first hearing of the trial occurs in December 2024, likely right before the holidays, in time for Kwanzaa, in time for Hanukkah, in time for Christmas. That's right, baby. We got a trial in December, baby. There we go. Thank you. I corrected the sign. Over 90% win rate. Over 90% win rate. So I can be dumb sometimes, guys. So they've got an over a 90% win rate. And they got him for obstruction of work in business. Now let's talk about the first part. So he's updated his address. So he's moved somewhere else, right? He had to update that with the system. They know where you are, Johnny. And he's also requested a public defender. Now, it's not clear whether he's actually engaged them. He just requested them. Anyways, there's a prosecutor side, huge win rate. And I don't know. It's not clear whether, but he's going to get a public defender. Now, that means he's going to get a lawyer that is a lawyer, but not necessarily of quality, right? Like they're not going to be the highest ranked one with the highest win rate. Let's say that, right? So we'll see. We'll see. But generally, that's a public defender. That's true in the United States as well, right? You're not going to get, like, for example, the lawyer that was hired by Mr. Beast. That's a $2,000 an hour lawyer that was hired by Alec Baldwin, right? That's your top tier lawyer level with their like huge win rates. The Quinn Emanuel lawyer that Mr. Beast hired. This is not the Mr. Beast equivalent in South Korea. So it's a public defender, right? Doesn't mean they're bad. Doesn't mean they're incompetent. That not at all. They could be competent. But once again, it's not like he's going out there and hiring a super big firm. So we got the trial. It's going to go till next summer. What else? Because we've got more. Oh, we've got more. And once again, guys, like I said, when I find out more about that trial, you guys will know. We're going to have interpreter. We're going to have other stuff. And I do also expect more charges to come down the line. Updates. On Thursday at 8 a.m. Korea, which is Wednesday, 6 p.m. East Coast, Johnny's former moderator agreed to a live one-on-one interview. So we are going to have a look inside the absolute degeneracy of the Pirate Squad, the Butt Pirate Squad, on Thursday, where we get stories from the inside, right? And listen, this is not, I just want to say, this is not the only person, right? This is just one that's the only one that's going to do it probably live and put their face out there. There's others. In fact, there might be multiple others, right? Johnny should be very concerned about who he can trust, but that's neither here nor there. Once again, how many people have you pissed off, Johnny? How many people could otherwise being investigated or put pressure on? Just to think about that real quick. Anyways, that's going to be a good one. So tune in for that. I know there will be more criminal charges filed against Johnny this or next week. So there's going to be more charges coming down the pike. Now, I have updated the charges because I want to give you guys a quick overview because there's so many channels right now pumping out misinformation, and I want to keep you guys updated on what's the current count because a lot of people are not counting correctly or they're over counting. I'm going to conservatively count how many things we know are 100% filed and then what we know is going to trial. So I will keep you guys updated in an accurate way. A lot of these channels are AI channels and are just spouting shit without even processing it. So got to be very careful about that right now. It's a kind of a trend for these AI channels to kind of take stuff from other channels like A to Z or Rotten Mango, myself, other people covering this. Yellow Flash, shout out to Yellow Flash. And they'll just take their videos, like synthesize them with AI and then pump out something crappy. So be very, very careful. It's AI slop. So be very careful because they're putting out a lot of bad information. A lot. Okay. Here's the next one. Johnny attempted to privacy claim me. Now, Johnny put a privacy claim on every single one of my videos. So what he was trying to do, despite the fact that he is banned from YouTube, that he is not supposed to be really using the YouTube system at all, he's running around filing privacy claims against all of my videos using his face. Unfortunately, what Johnny doesn't realize is the law is very clear on this, is that he's a public figure. He has no expectation of privacy, and he publicly streamed. And this is fair use. You just got no case, bro. It's obvious. And thank you guys for coming out and tagging Team YouTube on X and getting out there. Thank you for that. That actually did get to their attention. And I know that his attempts have failed. Now, he said he wants to do other stuff. I know he's going to try to do other stuff, probably like make other false reports and try to do copy stuff and whatever else, which is crazy because my videos are up first. So I got copyright anyways. But that said, it's pretty crazy. And right now he's most mad at me. And I know he's trying, because I asked other creators and they're like, nah, he hasn't struck all of our videos, right? It's like, he hasn't done it to other creators. He just done it to me, which shows he's the most afraid of me. When you get flack, the bomber's over the target. And by the way, everybody covering this, I love it. Some people aren't as experienced at being canceled on social media. I am. I survived the pandemic, taking what was at that time a very controversial stance. I'm used to trying to be canceled and all those other stuff. So I'm very resilient to this. I'm probably the person that Johnny, who's, by the way, also tried to blackmail me. He's now trying to blackmail me. That's not going to go very well. Just going to put that out there. Does not go very well when you try to blackmail somebody. Right? So that said, here's what Johnny is doing. This is a PC bong, right? Which, by the way, all of these have CCTV. So Johnny is very intelligently putting himself on CCTV all across Seoul. He's going from PC bong to PC bong, setting up accounts and attempting to like set up an account, file a claim, set up an account, file a claim, running across Seoul. It's absolutely sad. It's absolutely hilarious, right? To try to evade detection, thinking that he's not on fucking candid camera everywhere he's going. Yeah, look at this room. You can see in the room, if you look carefully, the CCTVs. You see them? See them? They're everywhere. It's not bang, it's bong, bong, like an ah, right? And these are essentially for gaming, right? So if you want to come here and, hit up some League of Legends, some StarCraft, whatever. And they're all over Korea. But he's running around using these places that are meant for fun, and they're good fun, to try to file false strikes against me. Now, little does he know, this campaign is kind of setting a clear pattern of harassment and stalking and cyber crimes, which, God, I would hate if he were ever culpable of any criminal activity that, he's conspiring with a group of people in a organized manner. God, that would be horrible. So that's what he's doing over there. Okay. So that's what the update I got for you guys on that. That's kind of the Johnny stuff. That's kind of a little bit new. Now let me give you guys an update on the process here. So some of this stuff, I want to show you what's new here, an update on some of the charges. All right, let's continue. So obstruction of business. Now, one case is at trial. However, one of the Korean YouTubers has confirmed that he also filed an additional charge related to Lotte World. So we've got one pending and one at trial at minimum. So that's a minimum of 2 counts of obstruction of business. Now, one of the clearest facts for this, and I spoke with a Korean attorney about this one, for Lotte World, because one of them is the 7-Eleven, right? So one is the 7-Eleven and one is Lotte World. The one that's at trial is a 7-Eleven. Lotte World is pending. But why Lotte World is so clear is because he actually shut down a ride. That is actually like the textbook definition of obstruction of business, when you shut down a ride. So he literally walked right into that one by getting a ride at Lotte World shut down. It is textbook obstruction of business. Yes. So some people, guys, if you didn't watch that video, he got inside of Lotte World. He got inside of the theme park. And while they were in there, they had to shut down the ride because he was spamming sexual things around children, including suck my D with little girls and boys within arm's reach of him. And I want to have sex with children within arm's reach of him. And once again, he's going to try to use the defense in that he used in Japan of, I don't control text to speech. You control the volume. You can turn it off. You can disable it. You could turn off the speaker. You can unplug the speaker at any time, right? Bullshit. Call him bullshit. If it was playing, you cut it off. Also, he lied to staff and said multiple times, and police actually lied to the police and said it was a ringtone. So you get up to 5 years imprisonment and up to 15 million Korean won. That's for each charge. So each one can be 5. That's 10. So 5 is already at trial, and 5 is pending. So he's got 10 for that. But I'm going to really focus at the end on what's at trial. So let's continue here. Deepfakes. He's got at least 3 deepfakes I've confirmed. 1 from Bong Bong and 2 from the other Korean YouTubers. So he has a total of 3 deepfake images, and they can be charged as felonies. So if he gets hit with this, he can be hit as a felon. He's got a trifecta of deepfakes. Absolutely. One of the most damning things for him. And very hard to get out of, because his mere possession of them is enough. His mere possession of them is enough. And mind you, these are all of people. He also had deepfakes of the statue. Right. So I don't know if you guys saw this. This is actually one that I don't know if I played it, but if you guys remember, I don't know if you guys saw this or not. And I'm not going to play too much of it here because I can't stand his annoying voice. Right here, you can see him with a deep fake of the Comfort Woman statue as a prostitute, as a street prostitute. Right. And he was trying to say that they were actually paid well, so they should be thankful to the Imperial Japanese. And then he goes at the end and he takes up the Imperial flag. And he actually, this is better. I don't want to hear him speak because he's such an idiot. He actually kisses the flag of Japan, the Imperial battle flag of Japan. Right. But yes, he was asserting that they should be thankful for that and thank the Japanese. I'm not kidding. He actually said that. I'll play a little bit of it, but I don't want to play too much here.
That were used by the American soldiers. They were legally paid. Honestly, I think the Japanese soldiers were paid 7 yen a month, and the comfort women were paid 300, 400 yen a month. If you go back in time, and that's enough to buy a fucking house if you do for inflation. So these bitches were rich.
So that's his position. In case you guys didn't see that, that's one I hadn't seen till recently. So I just want to share that with you. You know, once again, it's good to get all this stuff out there just to show you how deep the rot goes, right? This guy is not sorry for anything he said, and he said it all knowingly. He said that after he was educated and people told him, right? And sorry. All right, so deepfakes. They got him on those. There's 3 of them. Next, drug use. That's still there. It has not been gotten rid of. Not been gotten rid of for drug use. Let's present this again. So there you go. He's still in on that. We'll tell you when how that one develops. We'll see how that goes. We have assault. Now, a lot of people ask who. Well, the YouTubers. He got in scuffles with everybody. So they filed assault against him. Because remember, there's no self-defense. So if you're in a fight, it's both of you that get hit with assault. So he's got charges, at least one. I think he's got more than one. But it's at least one from what I know. Next, blackmail. This was filed by Bang TV, blackmail. So blackmail is up to 10 years imprisonment. And, you know, once again, there's more charges that are going to be filed soon. So, yeah, let's see what happens there. Insults, at least one, if not more. Oh, sorry, I forgot to update this one. But insults, there's at least one. It's 1 year under the Korean code. You've got sexual threats to children. So there's at least one, and it's up to 3 years imprisonment. And I will update these more, guys. I did this kind of before the show here. So me scusi for the error there on the last one. Up to 3 years imprisonment for sexual threats to children. That's under police investigation. And then we've got public indecency, which is up to 1 year. And there's at least one charge there. All right. So we've got those. Now, once again, we had blackmail, insults, deepfakes, sexual threats, business obstruction, indecency. We also had supporting the DPRK, the NSA crime. That's up to 7 years. That was also filed. Other potential ones are accessing obscene material, violation of the Railway Safety Act. We talked about that one. That's been talked about a lot of places. Also, by the way, shout out to some national publications, the Tribune, for covering me here. Right. So big shout out. Let me pull this up real quick. So I noticed the Tribune cited me here. The Express Tribune. Streamer Johnny Somail accused of violating railway and anti-terrorism acts by user Legal Mindset on X, remarking Johnny Somail violating both the Railway Act and Anti-Terrorism Act. So there we go. Thank you, Express Tribune, for being quite based on that. Thank you. So we still have only 5 years at trial. That's his maximum trial. This will be updated as he gets other charges sent to trial. So I'm planning to update this as we go to trial. So this will be, it's still at 5. He's on trial for a max penalty of 5. This will be updated. As you guys remember, I believe this is still what we're doing. The base pyramid of obstruction, assault, deepfakes, and drugs. I still think this is the pattern. He's still going to be farming that cabbage. And last but not least, let's sit back here and talk about some tinfoil theories. Okay. So there's 2 specific things I want to talk about. First of all, the Johnny Salami military theory. Okay. And by the way, I hope you guys enjoy a nice Alex Jones tinfoil hat with a cute looking cabbage, a kawaii Korean cabbage. Okay. So let's talk about this. So I was presented with a really insane theory that Johnny was going to join the military, and then all of a sudden he's subject to SOFA, and then all of a sudden he gets on a military plane and escapes Korea. That's crazy. It's not going to happen. He's not going to get to join the military when he's banned from leaving Korea. He's not going to be able to ship off the basic. Not going to happen. So whoever came up with that theory, sorry. That is not going to happen.